Okay, we have an Aurora game and I have a new build to try. Not sure exactly how I think it's going to go, but we'll find out. It's a lot lower on comboing. Do not know how this is going to play out. I'm going to try to start with. Not sure how it's going to play out overall. Sorry about the dog. Okay. I mean, this is some stuff. Just throwing this to start building a graveyard because I don't think there's anything better to do. The AB1's like clinging with a surgeon, it's not really worth it. They are taking some damage, so this has been well worth. Just resolving that sigil. They've got a decent start with a CLV in play. And I've obviously only got one card for Decompose, so this root bounce not good. I don't at all care about the root enchant. I don't really care about the fact that they're going to proc CLV because I'm not in a position to block it. For being honest, what I'm almost certainly playing for here is to put enough earth in the bin to play this felling. I'll do it for 4. 4's not great, but kind of falls under the what else are you going to do kind of front. Fascinated by them running so much Scar for a Scar when they're probably ahead on life most of the game. Doesn't seem like the best choice. Played off great for them here, but doesn't feel like the right choice. You know, my ideal here would have been to build into that that root bound there for the Decompose, but I just don't really get the opportunity to do that. This is, I think this is worth keeping for the offensive. So I will. Oh wait, no, it's not. No, it's not worth keeping because I'm going to Decompose. Hang on. Sorry. It's not worth keeping. I could maybe fling with the Surgeon with it, but you know, it's for 1 rather than for 3, so it's not a good choice. So this is a build that is swinging a lot more towards, you know, the now more standard punch him in the face Fiendal's type. And not just Fiendal, you know, like it's a big on rate attack kind of stuff. Fiendal's has crept into a few builds. I've been wanting to try it out because I play quite an arcane heavy build, and racing Aurora especially has proven to be a nightmare. So, you know, we're trying to kind of move away from that now. Well, this is good. They've got a 3-card hand plus the CLV. There is a decent possibility I can actually stop them drawing this card. Okay, there is no possibility I can stop them drawing this card. As well do this. This is where they get their extra card back, and there is nothing that I'm inclined to do about it. Might be more upsetting. Just going to keep this for the most part because I can throw it at them. Let's see what their last card is. Okay, this is good. This is good. Do we go for the plough? No, because we can't. So we're going to go for the CNC. They have ways out of this, obviously, but you just got to kind of get the CNC early. It causes damage. I don't mind them silvying out a bit like that, to be honest, either. My hand was bluer, I would have probably just gone for the plough and not the CNC because he's got a Crown of Providence and that matters a lot in this matchup, but it is what it is. God, these red hands. Okay, then. I've got a sink though. One of the few times I'm very glad to see sink. I'm going to get chipped a lot by this. Not much I can do about it. Oh, God. Oh, God. That's not what we want. So I'm going to take an absolute ton of damage this turn. Look at my health evaporate. I'll try and remember to get the end stats on this. I think I'm... Anytime they just naturally land, this is horrible, basically. I might be able to stop the attacks hitting there. That'll stop the burn up at least. I mean, how much damage has that done already? 2, 4, 6, 7 so far from those 2 cards. About to become 9 from 2 cards. It'll be 11 by the end of this, I think. Okay, so this is not a great use of cards here, obviously, but I'm going to sink below this to see if I can get my hand sorted. Nope. Right then. Great. Beyond this doing me a million bloody damage, this whole turn is just awkward. Look at that. Not a single attack hit, and I'm going to have taken what, like... I need to come back and look at this. Literally 0 attack hits, and I think I took about 20 there. Not quite, but close to. My only retaliation is to throw that, which is a terrible play, but what do you do? Um, such a bad position here. I'm going to use the fruit so that I can carapace. Um, one thing of note here as well is obviously that like saving a D react for if they snatch later in the turn would be great, but you can't just hold all your reacts in the hope that they're not gonna. Oh, there's the snatch anyway. But it's fine. That's like why we have this here and stuff. So they're keeping CLV. That doesn't matter all that much in my opinion. I guess it matters because they're going to have 6 cards on this turn, but it doesn't matter so much in that like they're just banking an extra card from last turn because they had to pitch red to get it. Exude. Cool. How do I block this really? Oh no, it does. I should have done that. Yeah, I've just clicked the wrong button. Let's block properly. Need to block here. We'll put the backspin in now because I plan to block more in this coming turn. Since none of my cards do anything. Basically at the end of where I could stop them drawing an extra card anywhere, though, so it doesn't matter that this is leaking. I wasn't trying to prevent the cards, I'm trying to prevent the damage. Like, they've still got 3 more to go, and I've got 1 block left, so I think this is probably done. Yeah, that hurt. I mean, I took the mega turn. Oh, and then there's a final snatch, of course. I often comment that snatch should be banned because of this, by the way. That you know, people when decks are high rolly, they continue to be massive high rolls. Like, I can't possibly win this anymore, by the way. Just for reference, I'm probably just dead during this turn. Decompose. I'm just in the death knells now, though, just going around. But you sort of saw with those snatchers, there's the sort of the problem of like Aurora played a like 7 card hand into me, and then the last card is a snatch, which is just 4 damage, draw a card, basically physically unblockable because obviously you're at a point where it doesn't matter what happens because you're already completely past the point of being able to block because you like it's 7 cards deep into a turn. Can't hold cards that long. Maybe I should have decomposed. It just doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm on one. Cool. That's going to be fun. Play that. I'm inherently dead. I don't know why I'm even bothering to prolong this. I guess I can just keep playing this correctly, but as I say, I'm so far gone, and they're still on 22 life is the other thing, right? Like, oh, whatever. I'll just let that kill me here. There we go. I should have sheltered in response. It's so irrelevant. So I want their play stats. So yeah, 15 damage with me full blocking all their attacks for a 21 damage turn. Kind of crazy. 7-card hand, threatening 28. Like, this is the Aurora problem, right? Like, decks should not be able to do this at all. Like, just period should not be able to do this. And then, you know, like as a secondary thing, they should not be able to do this as reliably as she's doing it. Like, you know, there's a couple of 9 damage turns in there, sure. One of which where I hit some disruption. But the fact that she gets into the swings going 21, 28, 18, like, you can't ever bounce back from it. It's like playing Blitz. And nobody should want to play Blitz. It's awful. And, you know, Blitz with 40 life is just awful but longer. I really think she needs something doing to her, if we're being honest. Because, you know, just far too much, you know. Playing a 5-card hand into a 7-card hand into a 6-card hand, I know there's that little turn off or whatever, but, like, you know, she still used 5 cards in that turn. She just double pitched to sort of high roll the next turn. It's it's too much. It's too much, and I'm not sure how they're okay with it. You know, Fi got cards banned off him for being able to do this almost instantly. She's been allowed to run amok for a month. I feel like a banned restricted list is coming soon. Yeah, it is. I really hope she's got stuff on it. I really wish it was the card draw, but they seem desperate to not do it, and they certainly seem to think Snatch is fine, which I think is their biggest mistake, because Snatch is not fucking fine. Not for 4 draw a card is cracked. You know, nobody would be allowed that printed for their class at the moment, really. When I say that, like, it's the wideness, right? It's similar, I guess, to that ninja card. The I forget the name. Is it Saber Bloodshed? They do it to a dagger. You know, at least that one requires you to activate a dagger and pay 1, but still nonsense. Yeah, you know, standard Aurora game, I think, with a standard rant at the end. This started off feeling like it was going okay, and then just, you know, I don't know what to think about a 2-card combo that can do 15 damage after blocks. I do not know what to think about being able to play a 8-card hand at 28 damage. Balance managed 8-card hand in a 4-card hand game. Absolutely fucking stupid. I know some of it's backflip, by the way, but I can't remember how much of it was. Yeah. You know, I'll see you in the next one. If it's not Aurora, it might be more of a game.